Warriors, welcome to episode number 369. This is the Anxiety Guy podcast. Dennis Simsek here with you. Thank you for joining me. This podcast episode is brought to you by the number one anxiety recovery programs available online today. Head over to theanxietyguy.com and begin your journey through one of my programs starting today at theanxietyguy.com. Warriors, today's podcast is for the youth. We're going to talk to your kids today. We're going to talk to the young ones today because growing up in this age is not easy. It can be frustrating. It can be confusing. And the last thing we want is for them to have experiences that they suppress, which later on in life they have to deal with deeply. We don't want that. We want them to be clear in mind, body, and have such a direction that is inspirational and creative, my friends. So let's get into this podcast episode, which will share with you 5 specific messages for your youth today. Message number 1 is that popularity is not important, but creativity is. It's very important that the little ones stop fighting for popularity, number 1, and really tap into their creativity, number 2. That creativity can shine in many different ways, and often in today's world, we look at jobs as being very, very important, which they are to pay the bills, but nothing more than that. What's most important is you tap into your creativity, and more often than not, if you believe in that creativity, you can make a career out of it, yes. And we have to be aware that sometimes within the schooling system today, our creativity can get sucked up, and we don't want that to happen. We always want to do what makes us feel creative and connected. Message number 2. Your school grades are not a reflection of your true potential. This is important because in many cultures, this seems to be the case, and we don't want this to be the case. We want you to grow up as a separate individual that is also has a feeling of connection with everything and everyone in this world. So, just because you get that grade that isn't good enough, it doesn't mean that your potential is low. You are capable of getting anything done, doing anything throughout your lifetime, and contributing to the world in a positive way. You can make a difference. Message number 3 is to walk your own path. Don't follow the herd. It's so easy to follow other people. It's so easy to get sucked into a herd mentality. But little one, I urge you to walk your own path. And what that means is trust in your intuition that wants to guide you in a separate direction. A lot of people will put pressure on you to do this and do that. And it's very important that you say thank you. I know you want me to walk this path because you care about me, possibly. And you also want me to walk this path so that I can walk this path that you're on, that you're interested in, but I choose to walk my own path because this is what I believe is true for me. Message number 4, take time for peaceful reflection, all right? Anything you do, it doesn't matter, but if you get a chance each and every day, look to connect with a part of you that simply wants silence. This world is very loud, and it's getting louder and louder and louder. And if you start to build these habits right now that make you feel like you are at peace, that make you feel like you're listening to a different voice and not the voice that's constantly coming from your head, then in the future you will have so much clarity and life will feel like it's effortless, and you will manifest everything that you want in an effortless manner. So take time for peaceful reflection. And finally, make self-love your priority. Okay, you don't have to go through this world thinking that the only way for you to feel complete is if somebody else loves you. No, that's not the case. It all starts with you. Do you love every part of your body? Do you love your mind for creating these beautiful thoughts? Do you love your spirit for affecting the world in a positive way? You must love all of you, my friend. And no matter what anybody says or does, you stick to this. You stick to this because you will never feel lonely in this world as long as you have a tremendous amount of self-love for your entire being. Today's problems are tomorrow's fish and chips. Don't forget that. So if you're going through a tough time, a confusing time, it's important for you to understand that you must go through this right now to learn the lessons you have to. And just because it's a problem today, tomorrow it will lessen. In a few days it will go away completely, but it's up to you to move forward. Don't rely on anybody else. Make self-love a priority. And if you follow these messages, I promise you, you will turn into a human being that's capable of doing anything, being anything, and we will be so proud of you because you took this journey. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
The most powerful anxiety guidebooks on true anxiety recovery are now available on Amazon. Pick up Beyond Anxiety and F Coping, Start Healing, and supercharge your healing journey today. Also visit www.theanxietyguy.com to connect with Dennis and find the right online program for you. Remember, you are more than anxiety. See you in the next podcast episode.